you action figure enthusiasts out there, JC here with another TNINews video. We've got a lot to cover today, but before I get into the news, I just wanted to give you a couple reminders. So first of all, we still have those forum contests going on, both Toy News International and Marvelous News, where you can be entered for a chance to win $100 store credit from either Big Bad Toy Store or Megalopolis Toys. So I will put links to both of those contests in the video description below. Please do check it out. It's a fun way to basically get you guys involved in those communities, and also just to kind of say thank you and everything, and win free stuff basically. So hopefully, again, you will check those out. Also, we have started the final round of voting for the 2018 TNI Toy Awards. So this has been completely, these awards this year, we did something different where we basically let you guys all decide. I mean, we had a month-long nomination process where you guys picked the nominations, and we've got multiple categories, things like Toy of the Year, Toy Company of the Year, 6-inch figure of the year, things like that. Even things like Toy Reviewer, you know, where we tried, you know, I wanted to do some things where we kind of recognize people who work in this hobby and try and, you know, make it more entertaining and enjoyable. So, you know, this year we did Toy Reviewer of the Year, Toy Photographer of the Year, Toy Customizer of the Year. And of course, this is all done in good fun. So, you know, if you don't win, or even if you weren't nominated or something along those lines, you know, that doesn't mean that you're not a good toy reviewer or anything like that. It's just, you know, again, it was something I wanted to do to try and say thanks to everybody who works in this hobby, and just try and give those people recognition. So there will be actual awards given out. Most of the awards will be handed out at Toy Fair in February, which is just 2 weeks away, which will bring me to my next reminder in just a minute. But, you know, if you want to go vote, like I said, we've already had the nomination process. And so if you don't see like your favorite reviewer or favorite toy or whatever, it's because it wasn't nominated by you guys. I had nothing to do with the nominations. And then we had a first round of voting where we narrowed it down to the top 3. And now we're in the final round with just the top 3 in each category. And the winner of each one of those will go on to win the award. And again, we will have actual awards that we will be handing out. For those who aren't in attendance at Toy Fair, then they will have the option to have the award mailed to them if they want. So they will be contacted and such. So I will put a link to that in the video description, more details on that in the video description. But if you haven't already, you should go over and vote. You do have to be a registered member of the forums, which hopefully you've already done, so you can enter into those contests. And this is on Toy News International. But once you do that, then all you do is vote from that point on. Okay, final reminder. Toy Fair is just about 2 weeks away, a little over 2 weeks. Things kick off on a Saturday, the 16th, so right after Valentine's Day. And things will be kicking off with the big thing on Saturday will be Hasbro, of course, but we will have things like Lego and Mezco and NECA toys and things like that. So Saturday will definitely be a very busy day with coverage. Sunday will as well. Saturday and Sunday are the big days for coverage. By the time we get to Monday, most of the main coverage will have been up already. So those will be the 2 big days. If you want to be tuned in when everything actually gets revealed, those are the 2 days that you want to bookmark. So we will have coverage up on all the sites. You know, all the Marvel stuff will go up on Marvelous News. All the Star Wars news will go up on Jedi Insider, Transformers on T-Formers, and then everything else will end up being on Toy News International. So the links to all the websites are in the video description. Hopefully, you know you're quite familiar with all the websites, but if not, links are there. And again, so starting on the 16th, and things will be kicking off early. You know, Toy Fair takes place in New York City, so it's Eastern times, but things will be kicking off early. I think probably the first thing you'll see coverage go up for is Lego, and then Mezco, NECA, and stuff, and then Hasbro will be in the afternoon that day. So again, do please tune in and check out all the coverage. I will do news videos, you know, later in the day or the following morning to recap things like I generally do. But if you want all the instant minute news, then you want to make sure you check out the websites. Okay, so on to the news. So first thing, I just wanted to update on one story I talked about at the end of last week, and that is in regards to the Marvel Select Psylocke figure that is coming from Diamond Select Toys. This is going to be released in June, and basically I just wanted to share the second image that was released for the figure that showed off a few additional accessories. So that basically she's going to be coming with that psychic blade, that hand blade, and then that kind of mask thing. So we saw these both with the Marvel Legend version as well, but it looks like Diamond Select is going to be including those. Now the thing about this second image is the colors seem a little bit off on the figure. The first image, the quality on it is much better. I think that's how the final figure is actually going to look. You know, the colors are much brighter on the second image. I think it's because the neon maybe screwed with the camera or something when they took the picture. The neon from the psychic blade and the mask. I don't know, but the colors, as far as if you're wondering which colors are going to be more accurate to the figure, I think it's not going to be those bright colors in that second image. It's going to be how the first image showed, which is the one they initially released. And then again, it looks like it's going to come with that Danger Room base piece and come in typical Marvel Select packaging. And that figure is up for pre-order at pretty much every place that carries Marvel Select toys, and that figure is going to be out in June. Now, one quick piece of news on the Star Wars front. I just wanted to let you guys know that new Star Wars Black Series Jumptrooper figure that Hasbro first showed off at New York Comic Con, this figure is a GameStop exclusive and is now up for pre-order on the website. So if you want to go in and pre-order it, you can. The figure is going to cost $22.99. It's going to come with a special display stand that they're including with it. They kind of hyped up that stand at New York Comic Con when they announced the figure. Now, I think this guy originates from the video games. I could be wrong on that, but I don't think this guy's actually ever appeared in any of the movies. I think it's a video game based figure, which is probably why it's a GameStop exclusive. But, you know, it definitely looks pretty cool, and, you know, a cool addition to your Stormtrooper armies. And, you know, while we're talking about GameStop, I just wanted to mention an article I read. I think it was in Variety. You know, things don't seem to be going well for GameStop. In the article, it talked about how GameStop had been trying to, essentially the owners had been trying to sell the company, but we're not getting any interested offers, so have just essentially given up on trying to sell it. So I don't know if that's good news. I mean, honestly, I don't know if that's good news or bad news for the company. I guess we'll have to wait and see, but I just wanted to throw in that little tidbit. I've said this in vlog videos before. I'm not a huge fan of GameStop as far as shopping there, just because every time I go in there, I don't find it to be a very good experience. Everything is just kind of tossed around. I've been told that that's to get you to look around the store more, but to me, I just find it annoying. You know, I want to be able to go in and find what I'm looking for, or at least know it's not there. I mean, part of the reason why I hate when everything's so cluttered is it's like, is what I'm looking for here and I just can't find it because it's buried under something. You know, I don't know. I don't think it's a very good store model. Maybe that's why they can't sell the company. I don't know. I think it has more to do with video games than action figures, but nevertheless, it's, you know, I like seeing stores, you know, carry more and more action figure product, but it's just, when I go into a GameStop, it's just never usually a very pleasant shopping experience for me. So anyway, on to our next news. Okay, now switching over to DC comic news. So first of all, I just want to show you guys some new updated images that DC Collectibles released for their new DC Essentials Harley Quinn, classic Harley Quinn figure. So she's wearing the classic outfit. This figure looks very similar to their Icons version that they did. The mallet that you see in this image will be included, and she is also supposed to come with a pop gun. So it is good to see that they're adding some more accessories with some of these figures. And the figure stand, however, is not included. That is something they sell separately now. So if you want to get that figure stand, I think they sell them as 2-packs. You can purchase that on its own. But for the figure, you know, again, I think it looks pretty good. You know, no complaints. And, you know, I think if you're a fan of Harley, especially with this classic outfit, and you're collecting the new Essentials line, you'll want to check it out. The release date on this is March. It was first announced at San Diego Comic-Con and is up for pre-order, you know, at pretty much any place that carries the DC Essential figures. Storm Collectibles has teased another image of what looks like a new DC comic-based figure for the Injustice game. So we know they're doing Lobo and Darkseid. Those figures were shown off at various conventions. And now it looks like they're going to be doing an Injustice version of Bane. So you can see the little hoses and looks like the wrist thing that he wears in that game. And obviously it's a very big looking arm. So the consensus on this is it's going to be an Injustice version of Bane. And so hopefully we will get a better look at this at Toy Fair. In fact, I would say almost definitely we will. And, I'm kind of excited. I would like to see a company like Storm Collectibles do more DC-based figures. I mean, I haven't actually gotten my hands on any of their DC figures yet. The Darkseid and Lobo figures haven't been released yet. But definitely, I'm interested in those. And, if Bane is coming, I've got to wonder if an Injustice version of Batman isn't soon to be coming as well. Since looks like maybe they're doing these as twos, there's probably at least going to be one other figure revealed here. So, maybe that will be Batman. But definitely, I'm digging that they're doing more of the DC stuff and looking forward to seeing more of this figure. They also, for their King of Fighters, teased image of the Lori characters, so I think it was pretty much known that they were doing this one, but they've released this teaser image, and again, this is something we should see more of in February at Toy Fair. And then finally, for news, I wanted to share this teaser image from Mezco Toys for their 112 Collective line. So this basically, it's blacked out images of various figures that they're going to be showing off next month. And as we get closer to the month, they will actually probably be releasing images of each of these. So, we will probably get actual looks at these before we actually get to Toy Fair. But based on this blacked out image, there's been a lot of guesses going around. My best guess is the first one is going to be a Hellboy figure, and I'm basing that on the hand there. It definitely looks like Hellboy's hand. Could be wrong. I mean, the head to me maybe doesn't look quite as much like Hellboy, so that throws me off a little bit. But again, that hand definitely seems like Hellboy to me. And then the female is totally unknown because it's so generic. If it's a DC, a lot of people seem to think it's a DC comic-based character, which, if so, maybe Black Canary. The really only thing besides the long hair is you notice that she's got a boot. And so if it's not DC, if it's, say, Marvel, then my guess was Rogue, because that definitely looks like a boot that you might see Rogue wearing. But, Black Canary, if it's DC, maybe Wonder Woman, but that boot doesn't really fit Wonder Woman, I don't think so. And I'm pretty sure that boot belongs to that figure. So, hard to say 100%, but those are my best guesses. The third one, a lot of people seem to think is Captain Marvel with the mohawk, and it definitely seems like some kind of ponytail or mohawk or something, but it doesn't necessarily look like Captain Marvel to me, but could be. I don't really have any other guesses for that one. The next one definitely looks like classic Harley Quinn. I'm pretty sure that one is. The next one after that, I think, is going to be Pennywise from the more modern movie. And then the last one seems to be they're doing their mascot, Mez, in, I guess, 112 Collective form. And I got to be honest with you, unless it's like an exclusive something that people are just getting because they think it's value, I can't really... I have to wonder how many people are really that interested in getting spending $80 to get an action figure of the Mezco mascot. I don't know, but we'll wait and see. I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe it's something else. But definitely looks like some kind of bug head with that figure. So again, let me know what you think. Which ones do you think it is? Let me know in the comments section. Again, we should see these at Toy Fair, if not before. So, only a couple weeks until we know for sure what these are. Okay, so that's it for today's video. I'd love to hear your thoughts on everything we talked about. What are you looking most forward to at Toy Fair this year? I'm going to guess a lot of you are excited about Marvel Legends stuff. DC, I have to wonder how much DC figures we're going to see. I'm thinking Mattel will probably show off Shazam figures for the multiverse line, since they generally do multiverse figures for all the movies. We've already started to see some Shazam toys, made for the kids hit shelves already, but I've got to imagine they're going to do some kind of DC multiverse themed Shazam wave. So hopefully we'll see that at Toy Fair. But I'd love to hear your thoughts on, again, everything we talked about here and what it is that you're most looking forward to seeing at Toy Fair in a couple weeks. And, again, please check out the contests that we have going on, and the links are in the video description below. If you haven't already, please go over and vote in the 2018 TNI Toy Awards. Make your voice known. And until next time, guys, I will catch you later.